Shalom, Shalom, Kohalayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechach double honors to our elders and elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And a strong shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, this is your brother, Amoth Ya'ais from Yahweh. Amoth Ya'ais from Yahweh. Coming at y'all with another beautiful lesson. As I spoke about this, I want to say yesterday, this is going to be the name of the Lord too. This is basically to prove that there are no O's, U, V's, and E's in ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Holy Tongue, man. Okay, I uploaded this video a couple of months back, so we're gonna let this video play out about 10 minutes. Lord willing, you'll be edified off of it. Then we're gonna get some wisdom of this world to debunk these reprobates using this wisdom of that world to make their point. So we're gonna use the same wisdom that they try to use to prove their point against them. Okay, and we also gonna bring out that Isaiah Dead Sea Scroll and debunk them with their own information on that. So I don't want to write this out. This is edifying to the hopeful elect. I pray and I hope that this is edifying to the hopeful elect. And this is just, you know, to keep you on your game, man. To not, when you come across these bugouts, man, don't believe what the hell they talking about, man. So let's go ahead and let it play.
He didn't use that system. If it was possible to travel back to the time of Moses and you showed him the Matrix Lectionis, look at his face. That's just a joke. But the point that I'm making is Moses never heard of the Matrix Lectionis. It didn't exist. When Moses wrote the scriptures, there were no vowel letters.
You hear that? When Moses wrote the scriptures, there were no vowel letters. So how in the hell is the Most High's names going to have vowel letters in it, man?
Now, let me show you an example. YHWH. All you have to do is place the letter A in between those letters and you will get Yahweh. Yahweh. That's the Most High's name in ancient Hebrew. The only other sound in the Hebrew alphabet, all those sounds came into existence much later as the original sound Ah evolved into other sounds throughout history. But again, we're dealing with the ancient Hebrew. The original sound was Ah. So
the Holy Tongue, that's what we're dealing with, man. We're not talking about the modern Hebrew, the Assyrian Hebrew. We're talking about the Holy Tongue, the Paleo Hebrew, our pure language, man. And then on top of that, man, you have niggas that say they know the Most High's name and then try to tell you Zephaniah 3 and 9. You niggas, man, I'm telling you, man, Jake is a joke, man. You got a dude out here worshiping a cocaine god, okay?
So when you look at the name of the Most High, YHWH, all you have to do is place the letter A in between those letters and you will get Yahweh. Yahweh. That's the Most High's name in ancient Hebrew. The only other sound in the Hebrew alphabet is the sound I, but I'll get to that later. Now let me say this clearly.
The sound I. Okay, that's the only other, and A has always been a part of the sounds, man. But let's keep on going.
I'm not doing this video for the purpose of attacking anyone because of the name that they call on. That's not what I'm about. I'm well aware that there are many sincere brothers and sisters who may not use the name Yahweh. I'm presenting this information, one, for truth's sake, and also...
Okay, well, brother, I got even though the information you bringing out is on point, I got to debunk you on this point alone, which I should have did, but I just let the video roll when I did it. I took it from the video he made and just let it roll. But nah, brother, you have to be calling on the name Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Let's get a axe. That's the only thing. That's the only name that's gonna save you on the earth, man. Point blank, period, man. That's the only name. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved, man. So that's the only name that has power, man. This is the Most High's name right here, Yahweh. Period. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. If you're not calling on this name, you ain't gonna be saved, man. If you ain't worshiping this name, the Most High ain't dealing with you, man. But let's keep on going.
Also, because people have been asking me for years to address this topic with a video. So this is not a personal attack on anybody. This is simply done for edification of the body. Now, let's deal with the Most High's name. Earlier, I said the Most High's name is Yahweh. However, there are many names being used today among Israelites. Two of the more popular...
And those names being used amongst those other Israelites are bugouts, okay? They don't have the spirit on them, man. The Most High is not dealing with them, man. Period.
Say the Most High's name is Yahuwah, and then you'll find a bunch of other websites that say his name is Yehovah.
That's the cocaine gods right here. Any dude calling on this name right here without the wall on it is a cocaine abuser, man. They on drugs, man. That's the cocaine god right there.
Some people use the O, some people use the U. This is only happening because of the vowel points and the vowel letters. I say let's get rid of the whole system, the points and the letters, because Moses didn't use either one of them.
Moses didn't use either one of them. Moses didn't use either one of them. No U's and no O's, man. What do y'all not get, man? I'm doing this for the body, man, to empower the name Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. If you come across any nigga calling on these names right here, man, they are bugged the fuck out, man.
First original letter, A, which we know produces the A sound. Again, Yahweh, Yahweh. Look at this. This is an article about the Matriz Lectionis. The address is in the top right-hand corner. This is what they put at the bottom of the article. It says, some people believe that saying such and such letter reads as such and such vowel is not quite correct in the case of Matriz Lectionis. In other words, people have found through research that it's not correct to attribute one single sound to each vowel letter. It says, but it would be much more accurate to say such and such letter indicates the presence of certain vowel. In other words, they really don't know what sound these letters are supposed to indicate.
And that's the truth. These scholars don't know shit, but you got these damn reprobates, these bugouts, these dudes that's struck with madness, using these resources as they proof. Yeah, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 21, prove all things. They using the wisdom of this world, which is foolishness of the Most High, to prove their point, man. And I had to back up what he's saying. I have a book right here, How the Hebrew Language Grew, to basically that says that they don't know what the hell they talking about, man. Okay, but let's keep on going.
Because scholars have been debating that since they discovered this system. The reason why is because in different writings throughout history, these quote-unquote vowel letters have been used differently. That's why it says this. However, one must not forget the letter Aleph, Hey, Wa, and Yod, used as Matriz Lectionis, do not have one specific pronunciation indeed, but they rather indicate one of. Meaning, these letters don't produce the same sound consistently when you look at all the different writings that use them. It says, Aleph can be A, O, E, and even IE. It says, Hey can be A, E, and sometimes O, etc., etc. Now let me show you an example. This is the Isaiah scroll. It's part of the...
Okay, this is the Isaiah Dead Sea Scroll, And this is one of the main evidence of the name that they provide, that they present to the bug out Israelites. And he's going to use this same information right here to debunk it.
Dead Sea Scrolls that
So sorry, Cocaine God. This Isaiah Dead Sea Scroll is not a liable resource, man.
were found in the Qumran caves. They date this scroll around 100 BC. Look at this. This is from an article called The Translation of the Isaiah Scroll. The address is in the top right-hand corner. It says,
Lord willing, if I remember, I'll put this video in the description box for y'all to get the links, and y'all can go look at this stuff for yourself.
Essenes in Qumran, who copied this scroll approximately 100 BCE, are not to be considered the protectors of an accurate text.
Do you hear that? Let's let him say it again. Let's let him say it again.
The address is in the top right-hand corner. It says, the Essenes in Qumran, who copied this scroll approximately 100 BCE, are not to be considered the protectors of an accurate text identical with the Tanakh, which would
of an accurate text. So that means that what they wrote down, they basically what he's saying is they fitted made it fit to their vowel points. They added vowels to it, man. Basically what he's saying.
would have been revered by the rabbis. They were actually far from the mainstream, and it is clear that the Q text, the Qumran text of Isaiah, watch this, is a dialect of Hebrew. It is not a translation.
Woo!
But its character.
Do you hear that? It is a dialect of Hebrew. It is not a translation. And this is from that Isaiah Dead Sea Scroll. Let's go back, man.
Is a dialect of Hebrew. It is not a translation, but is characterized by modifications in spelling and personal pronouns to match the then current Aramaic dialect that the Essenes would have spoken. I got to read that again. Because a lot of people like to use the Dead Sea Scrolls as a proof of the correct pronunciation of Hebrew.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Cocaine God? Do you hear that, Cocaine God? This is your main resource right here, which is bullshit. Let's go back. Because, man, it's exciting, man. It's exciting doing the work for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and standing firm for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and to have the Spirit dwelling with you, man. Okay? And I don't forsake none of it, man. You know, I'm very thankful and very humble, okay, and very sincere in doing this work, man. I do this for the elect, man. For y'all to be fed, man. For y'all to be edified, man. Okay? So when you come across a fucking bug out, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it is, man. I do this for the elect, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. So let's play it again.
Would have spoken. I got to read that again. Because a lot of people like to use the Dead Sea Scrolls as a proof of the correct pronunciation of Hebrew. It says, it is clear that the Q text, the Qumran text of Isaiah, is a dialect of Hebrew. It is not a translation, but is characterized by modifications in spelling and personal pronouns to match the then current Aramaic dialect that the Essenes would have spoken.
Uh-oh. So what does that mean, my nigga? It's back to the drawing board. It's back to the drawing board because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is not working with you, man. Okay? You ain't out here sacrificing your body. You ain't out here on the highways and the byways. You ain't out here putting up lessons, man. None of these niggas is putting up lessons, but they think the Most High is dealing with them. Please, man.
Right here it says, thus, the preservation of an identical letter for letter received text was not at all a part of their motivation in their use of the scriptures. Let's go down to here. It says, with this fact in mind, that the Qumran scribes used their own discretion to alter the text to fit their own dialect.
Woo! Did you hear what he just said, man? Look, man, like I told you, man, the brother's on point with this information, man. So what are you gonna do now, Cocaine God? What are you gonna do now? Because I had this up about 2 months. I'm pretty sure you saw it. That's probably why you ain't been doing no lessons, nigga. Okay, you thinking oh man, I'm off your eyes, don't want no smoke. Look, man, I cut you, man. Okay? And furthermore, it's really ain't about you, but I'm gonna make it clear, man. I made a video correcting you on why you wasn't doing the work. You wasn't feeding the sheep. You was only focused on one thing, which your information was I'm just gonna say bullshit. And furthermore, I'm bringing this out to show Israel, man, the truth, man, that Isaiah Dead Sea Scroll has no truth to the name, man. We have the name Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let's let that play back again, man, because he's killing it right now, man.
At all a part of their motivation and their use of the scriptures. Let's go down to here. It says, with this fact in mind, that the Qumran scribes used their own discretion to alter the text to fit their own dialect.
So what does that mean? That means they added O's. That means they added U's. That means they added E's, and that means they added V's.
So although the Dead Sea Scrolls was a great discovery, it's still not a reliable source for the ancient pronunciation of Hebrew words. Here's an example of what I mean. Remember earlier I said that the wa, when used as a vowel letter, can produce more than just the U and the O sound? Watch this. This is the same article dealing with the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's focusing on the letter wa and the letter yod. It says, letter A, wa stands for any vowel. It says, there are vowel additions that are meant to help pronunciation and identification of forms that are peculiar to the Qumran scribes. It says, just as the Masoretes invented pointings to indicate vowel sounds, so the Q scribes have added some semi-vowels to the text. The use of yod, wa, and hey are frequent. Watch this. Right here it says, wa is used in a very general way, and a biblical Hebrew reader is used to the O and U sound being attributed to the wa. But the Q scribes, the Qumran scribes, are more general with the use of wa, and they employ it with great frequency to stand for any vowel sound, from Sheva to Kemetz, etc. In other words, the Dead Sea Scrolls uses the wa to sound like O, U, E, A, and E. Now that is not a reliable system.
Woo!
Let's go down here.
Let's
It says,
let's let him say it again.
A reliable system.
A what, brother?
And E. Now that is not a reliable system. Let's go down here. It says, letter B, wa and yod are interchanged. It says, the wa and yod are interchangeable. Where you would expect to find yod, a wa will often be written, and a yod where a wa is expected. This is also frequent in Q, or the Qumran text. So again, the Matrix Lectionis is not a reliable system of pronunciation. Any mention of vowel letters in the Most High's name is something that occurred centuries later after Moses.
So what does that mean? They added to the word, man. They added to his name. The Most High's name is not going to change. Period.
Any development of Hebrew letters being referred to as vowels is something that happened later on in history. Moses did not write the Most High's name with any type of vowels at all. Now, before I move on, I
wonder who did it. I wonder who added those vowel points and all that. Who did that? I think it was Amalek. The cave gorillas. Yeah, let's let it play.
IHWH. All you have to do is place the letter A in between those letters and you will get Yahweh. Yahweh. That's the Most High's name in ancient Hebrew. The only other sound in the Hebrew alphabet, not to take up, not to uphold. Et down here, that's missing. The aleph is gone. The ta is there. Et Shem. Yahweh. The name of the Lord. Don't take up the name of the Lord. It's gone. The ta is there. Et Shem. Yahweh. The name of the Lord. Don't take up the name of the Lord.
There you have it, Salakia. Let me exit this out real quick. All right, let's get some worldly information now. Let's go to Google. I had this up since yesterday, man. I've been wanting to do this lesson since yesterday, man, but it took a long time for my phone to load up. So let's get some worldly information, because that's what they use, man. They use the wisdom of this world, man. All right, so I said, when were vowel letters created? The 18th century, man. Okay, what does it say right there? Greeks. Who were the so-called Greeks back then, or called themselves the Greeks? The cave gorilla. Esau, Edom. Okay? All right, now let's go to the Hebrew. All right, this is Wikibooks. If you can see that, Wikibooks. Okay, I'm going to drop down to right here. It says the Hebrew alphabet has no vowel letters. You hear that? The Hebrew alphabet has no vowel letters. Okay, none. No O's, no U's, no E's, no V's. Okay. Again, are there any vowels in Paleo Hebrew? The Hebrew alphabet has no vowel letters. Okay? None. Let's close that out. Let's go to this one right here. Okay, it says right here. Let me highlight this real quick. Salakia. All right, it says for Jewish people, Yahweh, the name right there, YHWH, Yahweh, is the most holy name of the Most High as written in the ancient Hebrew language. The writing language showed no vowels. So the pronunciation is not agreed on. It doesn't need to be agreed on. There's no, it is what it is. Point blank period, man. Point blank period. Okay, there's no getting around this, man. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, man, and because that's the wisdom of the world, man. That right there alone proves, a point. Okay, let's get some smooth sounds real quick. Get some sounds for the background. Salakia, can't let that. Salakia, Israel. Damn commercials, man. I don't want to get no strikes, so let me cover it up real quick. Salakia, Israel. All right. We'll let that play in the background. And we'll also let this play for, just to have something to look at while I read this information. All right. So like I said, man, I got a book right here called How the Hebrew Language Grew. And I'm going to read a few things out of this real quick. And then we're going to get to the scriptures, man. All right, so this is it says why this book was written and for whom. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Why this book was written and for whom. All right, it says this book was written with several purposes in mind. The most important of these is the tracing of the growth of the Hebrew language. From the very earliest days, many thousands of years ago, how many we do not know, The most primitive ancestor of Hebrew probably consisted of no more than 20, so like no more than a small number of words. And that's 22 characters. And I also got this book right here. This book right here. The Wisdom in the Hebrew Alphabet. It's 22 characters in the Hebrew alphabet. We're going to prove that right now. That's going to be page 42, and Lord willing, I'll be able to show it on the screen. Ah, man, what the hell? Salakia. You know what? I'm going to back this up real quick. We're going to back this up real quick. We're going to... Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. You know, I would have did this lesson on the